Alrighty, hi Murtagh and Banjo. I hope I pronounced your names right. This is a caricature commission, a duo caricature commission for you guys. I hope you enjoy it. This is going to be the live recording of it, so this will be about 20 minutes long. You can feel free to speed this up. I might end up making a sped up version too and sharing that somewhere, but hopefully you enjoy this. And yeah, we're gonna get started here. So I've already picked out my colors. I've got basically most of the Banjo colors here, Murtagh colors here, and I'm gonna set my little timer here for about 20 minutes, and we'll get started. There we go. There's 20 minutes on the clock. Okay, there we go. Okay, and we'll get started here. Now, mostly this is just gonna be me drawing. It's not going to be a ton of talking, so hopefully that will be entertaining to watch. But if you do hear something in the background like scuttling around or anything, that's just my cat. He's an old man and he likes to make a lot of noise. All right. Alrighty. Switch into refining here. Take my glasses off. Don't need them. Not that deep of details yet. Hang on. Getting ahead of myself. Still want to get just generally the forms down. As I just kind of get everything set up the way I want it to. Doing pretty good. Almost at 5 minutes now. I love these characters. Love furry characters just because of how expressive and friendly they are. They're so fun to draw. Okay. That. And then we'll do a big old tongue here. Cute. Big old lick. And then I should have asked first if I could draw Banjo with his eyes closed. That might have been fun. Oh well. We'll still be cute. Still make him happy. Those hooded eyes. Time check, almost 5 minutes down. Okay. All right. start getting things done. Ears are a little bit big for the page, so we're just going to kind of imply their bigness. I'm going to cut off at the top there, but that'll be okay. I'm hoping that'll still look okay. Cool. And then puppy arm, puppy hand, cute. All right, and then we gotta make sure we get these forms in. Apparently I do end up talking a lot when it's just me. I'm describing what I'm doing. It's a lot easier than trying to hold a conversation about something different, that's for sure. All right, big old ear now. And I think we're pretty much done with the main shapes. Just gonna do that. Fun. All right. Yeah, cute. All right. On to the main shapes here. Or the main colors. Just checking. Any other colors I want to do here? I will actually take this one. Sure. Colors in. Nice. How cute is that? I hope you guys like cute. That's what we're getting today. Another oranger than I'm liking. Let's try and get some other reds in here. Okay. Red. Okay, and then there's an implication of wings here. Should be okay for what we're doing. Okay. Excuse my hand over top of the drawing. It's hard to record and draw at the same time, especially on a time limit. But it's a fun challenge. I'm always enjoying myself when I'm challenging myself. Okay. What time are we at? Almost 10 minutes down. Okay. Now, I haven't done one of these duo commissions before, so I'm not as good at the timing aspect yet. So we'll see how this turns out. I might end up adding an extra minute or two if needed, just to get things finalized the way I want them to, if I don't nail the timing the way I want to. We'll see. Because it is different doing two characters versus one. Got kind of the idea down of, got the timing down of one character, but doubling is surprisingly different. Okay. get some blue in here. Really what I'm going to try and do first is just trying to fill everything out so it doesn't feel unfinished at the end. That I get all my sketchy coloring in, and then after you get all the sketchy coloring in, then you can go back in and finish out all the parts that really matter, like the eyes, the face, certain focal points. And it's okay when you do that to leave some of the other parts less complete, because then it kind of fills the whole thing out and it sort of looks like it's all intentionally finished as one, which I mean it is, but you can kind of get away with less detail in areas by doing it that way, which helps you complete things faster, which is kind of a necessity when you're doing it on a time limit. Also, you can kind of see that I'm stylizing, which helps to remove detail, which helps to save time. Okay, we got warm gray here, which I will use. Oh, actually, this guy for this area. This is one of my favorites. Very versatile color here. I can use it for a lot. I use it a lot for blending areas. And it's just also a natural color. So it shows up a lot in personas. A lot of people like natural colors, so it tends to show up a lot. I do too. I also like natural colors. Ooh, before I forget, gotta get that earring in. Love accessories. So fun to add in. They really help to add character. Okay, now we're gonna go back in with that warm gray. Kind of fill things out a bit. Also, trying to make sure I get, where are we at? Okay. A little bit of time left. Still, that's good. Trying to make sure I get, that's another thing that's kind of an interesting challenge with caricatures, is trying to do, or this style of caricature that I do, is trying to get complex patterns and fur textures and stuff across in a very short period of time. It's a challenge. It can be a challenge. This color's a little more accurate. Until it's important, because I'm getting real quiet. Eyes are always the most important part. So cute. Yeah. So I'm sort of just kind of fudging the complexity by adding light texture. Kind of helps to add stuff. Okay. Do some more gray here and then color it. Okay. Shaking my table. Table's not my dining room table. It's not really set up for art practices, but it's the best space to film, so that's where we're at. Okay, a little bit more here. It's a nice darker area. Another thing that I'm doing is focusing on, like I am focusing on color, but I'm focusing less on color Ooh, 5 minutes left. Holy crap. Okay. Less on color, more on value. So I'm trying to get, like, not very much currently, but I will now, now that I'm finishing things up. Here's my black. Normally, when I'm painting, I don't use as much black as I do during these characters, but it's just such an easy way to get stuff across in a short period of time. It's just such an easy way to add value. Okay. Yeah, there we go. And then, there we go. This area has a little darker than the other areas. And then this part is very light. Make sure that comes through. So I'm gonna get here. Use my black pencil sort of as an outline. That's why that undersketch is really important, to make sure that I don't have to worry about form currently. Just filling things in, because I already did the form at the very start. That's why I spent a lot of time on that. Okay, gonna go quiet again. Okay, and then okay. Ooh, only a couple more minutes left. We'll see. We're definitely gonna have to add some time onto this. Definitely. Different timing than I expected. This is an interesting learning experience. But still very fun. Alright. Pretty good. Just need to I hope my hand isn't covering most of this. During the video, kind of suck. Whoop. Get real close now. Okay. Almost there. So close to hitting that. 20 minutes, just a little bit over, I think, at this point. Okay, all right. Camera's gonna go off and it's gonna scare me. Guarantee. Okay. Very close to being done. All right. So I'm gonna add. I think I'll add 3 more minutes onto this. Oop. Stay. Okay. And that should let me finish everything to a point where I'm happy with it. Yeah, that's cute. Okay. And then I gotta get this bandana in. Main things here. I don't know why I do this because, like I said, the eyes are kind of the most important part. But I always leave the eyes to the last. Would not recommend that because it does mean that I'm kind of like rushing the most important part, which is silly. Don't super recommend that. Cool. Cute. Okay. And then I'm not really sure. I know one of these eye colors, but the other one I'm not so sure about. So. Okay. And then we're going to add our little eye shine here. Good. Okay. And then we're going to add, I can't tell if it's green or if it's brown. I think I might, sorry guys, should have looked that up ahead of time. I'll do a little bit of both. Hopefully that'll be at least, most of it's going to be black anyway. Hopefully that won't be offensive to you guys. The color I've picked. Okay, cute. Oh, almost there. Oh gosh. Okay, I want to add just a little bit more red in here. The color to pop a little bit more. Okay, and that's time. Oops. All right, my friends. And there's your drawing. I might go back in a little bit. Here, I know I can't help myself. I gotta stop. But before I send it off, I might add a little bit of white paint just to make the eyes pop a little bit more. Depending on if it needs it, I'm not entirely sure yet. But yeah, thanks again so much for commissioning me. I very much appreciate it. Look at me, I can't stop. Just gotta. Okay, I gotta stop. One more, I promise. Promise I'm done. It's hard when I'm home because I'm like, I just want to keep drawing. Okay. There's your commission. Thanks again so much, my friends. I hope you enjoy. I hope it gets you safe. I'll be packaging this up and sending it out soon. But yeah, thank you so much.